you are becoming older, your skin looks older because you already have a lot of free radicals accumulated. The most important thing for your skin health is inside your gut. The goal is for me to eat foods, to drink teas that will help reduce, control that accumulation of free radicals. Health issues always can start from your gut and you have no clue about it. And then you start having dysbiosis and then sooner or later, boom, leaky gut. If you drink this tea, your gut will thank you every single day. Tiago, which tea is that? Remember that every single time that you are gonna drink the tea, you need to start with the smallest amount possible. Because if your small intestine needs the tea to heal, but your stomach is too weak, the lining of the stomach is inflamed and then you have gastritis, you always need to start with the smallest amount, like 2 fingers and never really concentrated. Otherwise, you can have side effects with a herb that's supposed to help your gut, but it's not helping you because the first passage should go first to the stomach. And your stomach is weak to allow the tea to go to the small intestine. That you have leaky gut, especially in the small intestine. Tea number 1, write this down. Write this down, guys. Don't miss this. If you drink this tea, your gut will thank you every single day. Tiago, which tea is that? Fennel tea. If you drink fennel tea, there are many papers. One amazing paper that was published March 2023 showing the power of fennel to kill bacteria. So, Tiago, I have signs of bacterial overgrowth. If I drink fennel tea, can I manage and control this growth of bad bacteria? Yes. That's what we already know in science. Guys, remember, because you are drinking fennel tea, this will control the increase of free radicals in your cells. Remember, in your gut, in the line of the gut, you have a lot of cells. All the cells, right? That are part of the gut lining. Every single time that the cells, they are here, this is your cell. And then your cell are accumulating a lot of free radicals. Free radicals are here, free radicals. Tiago, do I have to create free radicals? Yes. Every single time that you're producing more energy, for example, you are driving your car. Go to your car, start driving your car. The oil of the motor will start making the motor a little bit dirty after some time. That's why you have to always change the oil of your car after 6 months, after 12 months. Why? Because otherwise toxins, like it will literally oxidize and it will increase the dirt. It will become dirty, the motor of your car. Same thing happens inside your cell. The accumulation of free radicals can never happen. Every single time that you are moving your body, that you are thinking, you are literally utilizing energy. Your cells are moving like that, zzz, like a machine, same way of the motor of your car. Every single time that this is happening, it accumulates a lot of free radicals because your mitochondria, write this down. My mitochondria, the powerhouse inside my cells, they produce free radicals while they are working. What's the goal here? The goal is for me to eat foods, to drink teas, to take specific supplements that will help reduce, control that accumulation of free radicals. Tiago, why? Because the more, write this down, you are becoming older, your skin looks older because you already have a lot of free radicals accumulated. Many people don't know this. Tiago, I'm already noticing my skin looks older. Of course, you are not cleaning the cells. The skin cell, you're not clean. Tiago, I am, of course I am. I'm putting cream. Guys, big illusion. The worst illusion that you can have is thinking that the biggest treatment to treat your skin is from outside. No, that's wrong. You keep treating outside because it's important. Go to the dermatologist. Keep doing that. But the most important thing for your skin health is inside your gut. And every single time that you accumulate free radicals, guess what's the organ that starts showing up? Aging. Guess what? Your skin. That's why you're not glowing anymore. Your skin looks older. Got it? Someone asks, how many times a day? 1 to twice a day, it's great. But look at that. Every single time that you're drinking fennel tea, you can drink fennel tea in the middle of the morning. You can drink fennel tea in the afternoon. It's a great time. But remember, after meal is amazing. Tiago, why? Because there is a specific compound in fennel tea that literally can reduce gas. The gas that you produce because of your bacteria when you digest the food. Let's say you forgot to chew enough. Because a big mistake that you're doing. Your stomach doesn't have teeth. Your small intestine doesn't have teeth. Your gut is saying, hey, Jennifer, use more of these teeth because every single time that you let one big particle of the food, you don't break it down correctly, I'm gonna give you more gas, more bloating, more indigestion because you're not using your teeth. Some people, They have tea, but they don't use it. They literally put the food in their mouth, boom, they swallow it. Who is like that? That's the thing that you are asking to have more problems. You are literally asking your body, give me more problems in my life because I'm chewing too fast or I'm not chewing enough. You are asking that to your body. But let's say you do this today. You ate like crazy, too fast, forgot to chew. Now, your bacteria will start creating more gas while it's metabolizing the food. Now the food is spending too much time in the stomach, too much time in the small intestine, spending hours and hours and hours to digest well. While this is happening, especially if you're eating protein, write this down. When I'm eating protein and then I'm not chewing the protein, or when I'm not having the enzyme in my saliva, I'm forgetting to chew, I'm not releasing saliva below my tongues, I'm not digesting protein, especially protein, you write this down, you don't digest protein in your mouth. You digest your protein in your stomach. You digest your fat and carbs in your mouth because of the saliva, the enzymes in the saliva. But protein is in the stomach. But you just ate more protein today because someone told you to eat more, because you need, but you are not chewing enough and you don't have enough stomach acid. Now you increased the production of putrescine. Write this down, guys. You increased putrescine and cadaverine. You don't want to increase these molecules. They smell. Why do you think some foods that you eat and once you go to the toilet, it smells much worse? Why is that? Putrescine and look at the name, cadaverine. That's a scientific name. That's crazy, right? Looks like death sometimes when you go to the toilet. Because of that, poor digestion happened at that day. Once you drink fennel tea, the good news for you is because it has a powerful, what we call, write this down, carminative effect. Write this down. I'm gonna write down for you to see. Foods that are have powerful carminative effect, they can get my gas and get rid of my gas. So I don't keep accumulating gases. That's what you want, that's what I want. Carminative effects, okay? That's what you want. Fennel tea, you have that. The most important thing, guys, crazy. There is a small paper. It's not a robust paper. We need more research for that, but it's super promising. Even women, for example, my wife is breastfeeding. Look, my son is 1 year old already, 1 year. My wife is still giving breast milk to him. We're going to keep giving breast milk to him until he rejects that. Since the beginning, since my wife was pregnant, I was taking care of her nutrition plan, always focusing on optimizing her body to have the capacity to produce more breast milk and nutritious breast milk. One promising paper showed that fennel tea can improve the production of breast milk. So moms who are breastfeeding yet, that's a great tea for you to take. And it's safe, by the way. But we need more papers anyways. But for you to understand that there are some other foods, for example, like even oats, but that can help breast milk, increase the production. Fennel tea, it's super promising. But I want you to drink fennel tea because it can control the oxidation in your cells. Why, Thiago? Because otherwise your gut issues increase. So that's why it's going to help you. Also because many of you have a lot of microbial increasing. Thiago, let me ask you a question. If I spend 1 week without noticing that I'm eating enough fiber, let's suppose I'm not aware of eating enough fiber every day. I'm just forgetting, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. If I spend 1 week, can I make the good bacteria starving? And can I make the bad bacteria, stimulate them to increase just because I'm not eating the right foods for my good bacteria? And because of that, I'm increasing microorganisms that are increasing all my inflammation in my gut? Is this happening with me? Yes. You are doing something without realizing what's happening. Thiago, okay, hold on. If I'm eating the same food every single day, Thiago, I love every day I eat eggs in the morning, 1 egg in the morning, Thiago. Lunch, I always eat slice of chicken, rice, and lettuce. Every single lunch, I eat that. Thiago, in the afternoon, I eat an apple. Every day, 90% of the week, I eat apple. Thiago, in the evening, I eat pasta. I have some pasta. And then I put sometimes chicken again. That's the majority of my food. If I'm eating the same food every single day, same food, majority of the time, am I increasing this imbalance, the imbalance of good bacteria, the ratio between good bacteria and bad bacteria are increasing, and then I'm creating that imbalance And am I creating dysbiosis? And is this the main thing that creates dysbiosis? Yes. Many people, just because they eat the same exact food, they create dysbiosis. Guys, and just by, look at me here. Just by adding teas like that, that's outside your normal routine, you are literally feeding, populating different bacteria. And that's what you want. You want a variety of population, variety of bacteria. You have states, you have cities, you have countries of microorganisms inside of you. If you only emphasize the population in California, if the president, let's say in the US, if the president put all the money, all the attention in California, what's gonna happen with New York after 5 years? It's gonna be a poor state. If all the attention, all the money goes to one state, what's gonna happen with the whole country? Imbalance of economy. The economy will not be fine, right? We never want that imbalance because this is happening inside your gut, and by increasing different teas, you are already helping that imbalance. You are reducing that ratio. That's what you want. Fennel tea will help you a lot with that. All right. Someone asked recipe of fennel tea, please. Guys, easy. Just go to the supermarket. Be careful with the bag of the tea bag. Buy online or go in the supermarket. As long as the bag should be organic, because you can imagine warm temperature, like high temperature. If the pack is not organic, is a poor quality, what's gonna happen? Once you put hot water, it will dilute toxins from the pack. So you are thinking that you are having all the benefits for you, but actually you are literally consuming what you cannot consume. So make sure that you be careful with the pack. You can find in supermarket easily or online. But what's the point? After meals is good, fennel tea, after lunch is good, after dinner is good as well. Especially if you have bloating. Tiago, why? Carminative effects. That's the main reason why. That's what the papers are showing. Okay, next one. Tiago, next tea. Write this down. Next tea. Dandelion tea. Guys, powerful. Who here drinks dandelion tea? Tell me, I want to see first the message or the DMs. Tell me who drinks dandelion tea. Govea said. Govea is a client. Amazing. Govea said, me. She drinks dandelion tea. Guys, so look at that. Dandelion tea, nowadays we know. Write this down. You get inulin. Tiago, what is that? Inulin is the food of your bacteria. It doesn't matter. Write this down. It doesn't matter if I'm eating more probiotic. If I'm not feeding my bacteria. Probiotic are the bacteria. But if you add more bacteria in your gut without feeding them, it's like the same thing. I know someone who decided to plant, to get some flowers, and then to start taking care of the plant. The person bought some plants. Instead of watering every single day the plant, she always forgot to water the plant. The plant died. That's exactly what's going to happen with your good bacteria when you drink probiotic. Someone said, Tiago, I took antibiotics. My doctor told me my doctor didn't say anything. Someone told me that I had to take probiotics when I take antibiotics. And then I'm taking probiotics. And then I asked her, wait, only probiotics? No, you're doing wrong. How do you want to increase more bacteria, that's probiotic, without feeding them? What feeds the bacteria? Prebiotics. What one of the type of prebiotics? Inulin. Where do I find inulin? Dandelion. Write this down. Not dandelion leaves. Write this down. Not dandelion leaves. It's dandelion root. You find inulin in the root of dandelion. So that's why you buy a tea, dandelion tea, it should come from the root. Did you guys get that? Pay attention. Don't buy the wrong stuff, guys. And go to the same concept. And then you can drink as well in the morning. You can drink in the morning, in the afternoon. Great time. It's always a great time. Remember, write this down. Every single time that most of you are feeling hungry, have cravings, your priority number one is, before thinking of snacking, drink a tea first. Once you finish the tea, you ask yourself, okay, am I still having cravings? If you ask a question, your little voice say, no, you're fine. You're fine, Jennifer. You don't eat anymore. But the problem is because many of you never have this conversation with your little voice. You have cravings in the afternoon, and then I'm having cravings. Your little voice say, go to the fridge. And then you like a zombie, okay, little voice, and then you go to the fridge and then you bite something. Don't do this. Don't accept what your little voice is telling you all the time. Always ask the question again, back. Your little voice say, you are hungry, 5 p.m., it's 5 p.m., you want something sweet. And then you ask back, okay, let me drink the dandelion tea first, after drinking that tea, I'm gonna ask myself again if I still want sweets. Drink it, and then let's see what's gonna happen with you. Let's see. You tell me your desire, if you continue or not. Guys, many times it's because many of you are not having hard conversation with your little voice. You are literally accepting what your little voice is saying to you. That's why you're sabotaging yourself like crazy. I posted a video explaining, write this down, pay attention to that, crazy. I posted that the type of bacteria inside your gut, there are categories of bacteria, groups, they decide, depending on how increased they are inside your gut, if they are majority, they literally influence your brain by sending a signal through the vagus nerve. Everything starts from a neuropod cell. Write this down. The connection between your gut and the vagus nerve depends on some receptors, some cells that are in the line of the gut, like that. They're always sensitive. We call one of them write this down, neuropod cells. They are the messengers. They are literally the messengers. They can literally say something wrong about you or something great about you. If they see they are there, pay attention to what's going on, what you are drinking, if you are drinking these teas or not. If they notice that Jennifer is letting this type of bacteria grow too much, and then these bacteria, they can dictate what you want. If these bacteria are adapted to sweets, this bacteria will send the message to the neuropod cell. Neuropod cell will send a message through the vagus nerve, send a message to the brain, say, let Maria feel the necessity to seek sweet and go to the kitchen right now. And then you are Maria. You are working in your office. All of a sudden, you feel the desire to eat sweets. 5 minutes ago, you didn't have this desire. Where did this desire come from? You even don't think about it. You just accept. You are literally accepting what your bacteria is saying to you. That's crazy. That's crazy what happens. Guys, your body is amazing. If you study how your body works, you play the game right. If you don't understand where this desire are coming from, I'm feeling hungry. Okay, who is giving me that hunger? What did I miss to feel that hunger? What are the things that I want to eat now? And why I'm having that desire to eat that? You'd never ask questions to yourself. You will always accept what the little voice that's telling you. And this little voice received first the message from the bacteria. The bacteria sent the message via vagus nerve to your little voice. Thiago, who is my little voice? Who is my little voice? Guys, write this down. Your little voice that you have, that most of you don't talk to them, you just accept what they tell you. It's called subconscious mind. What is that, Thiago? Programming. That's science, by the way. It's not my opinion. Forget my opinion here. This is science. This is neuroscience. Subconscious mind is a programming. Every single day that you do anything by repetition, it gets in the programming. That's why you create a behavior. Every single day you brush your teeth without thinking about it. This is the program inside the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind has a little voice. That little voice that you have in your mind. If you even don't realize that you have a little voice, that's the worst, because it means that you are living on autopilot. You even don't know, is the category of people who don't know about their lives. They just receive what the life brings to them. That's the hardest category of people. Those people, they need to go harder to study about themselves. But if you are in another category, that at least you are aware that you have a voice here, and this voice, the subconscious mind, is just a programming. Guys, the worst thing, the crazy part, the little voice is not a person. It's not just a programming. It's a recorder of what you have recorded in the last 10 years, and then it creates like a little voice. Did you guys get that? That's why every single time you have a bad desire, a desire to eat a sweet, a desire to stand up and eat what you're not supposed to eat, a desire you are supposed to eat 3 tablespoons of a food, and then you put 8 tablespoons. Once you put 3 tablespoons, if you don't have that conversation, do I really want to put more tablespoons here? If you don't ask these type of questions, you are always vulnerable to self-sabotage. Always vulnerable. Once you drink things like that, you are letting the little voice a little bit quieter. Why, Thiago, quieter? Because the message coming from the bacteria inside your gut will come less. For example, you are drinking teas, write this down. Every time that I drink teas that are bitter, I'm modulating receptors sensitive to sugar and to salt. The more these receptors are more stable, you will crave less. That's why, for example, in my program, I always make sure that everybody in my program, they do the whole phase 1, they drink the right strategy, they eat and drink the right things in the morning, in the afternoon, because I want all of them after 2 weeks to stop having cravings, have just a natural desire. The hormones responsible to make them feeling hungry and full are more modulated. Tiago, why? Because many of you have your belly fat because of this imbalance of your hormones that give you hunger and that give you fullness. Tiago, but my problem is not I don't overeat. My problem actually I don't eat. That's another problem. Many of you who don't feel hungry the whole day and then you just feel hungry in the evening, you are eating more in the time that your gut doesn't want to work. Imagine those people. They spend the whole day without eating enough. Many people, even though they skip everything, they just focus on eating the dinner later, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And the meal is big like crazy. It's big. Your gut say, hey, are you giving me work? I want to rest. You are giving more work here? No, forget it. I'm gonna give you bloating because I will not digest all that food. Guys, write this down. Pay attention to that. Even your kidney reduce its performance in the evening. That's why you pee more often. Tiago, I just drink a little bit of water in the evening. I'm going to the toilet more often compared to when I drink that same amount in the morning, I don't go to the toilet all the time like that. Why is that? Because the efficiency, that's what we already know in science. The efficiency of your kidneys are better earlier. In the evening, that efficiency drops. That's why you go to the toilet just because you drink a little bit of water. And then you do the worst. You wake up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. How many people here do this? Especially when they drink teas that will stimulate more for them to go to the toilet. Wrong time to drink the tea, guys. Wrong time. If you're drinking, for example, chamomile tea, amazing, but drink a little bit early, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., not like 10 p.m. Kidney are not supposed to work in full capacity in the evening. That's why you go to the toilet and then you already have insomnia. And then you are asking to destroy even more your sleep just because of a micro mistake that you're doing. Having liquid later. Wrong. Super wrong this. This is super wrong. Tiago, but you don't know about my life. You are not a human that's from another planet. The physiology is similar. So we know how the organs work. So don't tell me that, it's because of my life. No. Your kidney works like that, guys. Your kidney works like that. Efficiency is better earlier. That's why we already know in science, because of this is Sachin Panda, write this down. Sachin Panda is the most renowned scientist in circadian rhythm, biological clocks. For example, one paper from Sachin Panda in his lab as well, in the university that he does his research. They noticed that, for example, the gut doesn't want to work in the first hour when you wake up. And then imagine you wake up, boom, and then you drink already a coffee with molecules that your gut needs to work to digest, to metabolize. Straight away, boom, coffee. Wrong. The worst, you didn't drink water. You just drink water later. You wake up, the first thing instead of drinking water, now you go to coffee. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. Biological clock. Because of our circadian rhythm, we are supposed to spend 1 hour to eat. And because of the circadian rhythm, if we eat later, write this down, you spike more your insulin. How many of you have already insulin resistance? How many of you? Tell me here. How many of you have insulin resistance? Many times because you are stimulating your pancreas just because of the time of the day. Eating too late, after 7 p.m., at 8 p.m., 8:30, 9 p.m. You are just asking, hey, pancreas, spike more insulin. You're asking that. Be careful. So, look at that. Dandelion tea and fennel tea is the best. Cool. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day, guys.